Good afternoon and welcome to Urbana Middle School. Jason Liggett with you as we get set for 7th grade girls basketball action between the Edison Comets and your Urbana Tigers. To start things off for the Edison Comets, Molly Kleppel, Jaja Johnson-Chandler, Grace Bandy, Dariah Horton, and Summer Abedian are on the floor. Tigers get the takeaway here, and that is number 12, Markiah Barber. She feeds it down low to 22, Jaya Chinowin. Comets get the rebound, and bringing this one up court is Grace Bandy. Shot attempt is no good. Rebound goes the way of the Tigers. Starting lineup for the Tigers, Markiah Barber, Chloe Harrison, Kaya Hill, Jaya Chinowin, and Lizzie Lang. So we're still scoreless here, 5:17 remaining. Here in the first quarter. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. It's a very limited audience able to be let into the gym due to COVID-19 protocol. And dribbling that one, baselining, getting the bucket is Chloe Harrison. She strikes first, and the Tigers are on the board with two. So Tigers out to a 2-0 lead, and a turnover there. That one off the hands of Molly Kleppel, and it will be Urbana basketball. Barber dribbling up court. Feeds it down to Kaya Hill. And taking a 15-footer there was Lizzie Lang, and she misses that one. Is Tiger basketball there as Lang feeds it into Barber. Barber back to Lang, and she feeds it down low to Harrison. Harrison trying to get a shot off. Plenty of defense there from the Edison Comets, and Tigers having difficulty getting an offensive go. Ill-advised pass there from Kaya Hill. Edison comes away with it, dribbling it all the way down. Gets the nice feed and a good look there from Bandy. She hits off the glass and doesn't get the bucket to go. That one out of bounds off the Comets, so it's Tiger basketball here. They're up 2-0. 3:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Dribbling into trouble down low is Harrison. And a foul is called. So I think that one's called on Sumner Abedian, and will be Tiger basketball here underneath their own hoop. So just below us, they inbound the ball, and they get it to Lizzie Lang. Goes off Lang, but recovering that one is Barber, and it will be Edison basketball. Going up for the shot there was Daria Horton, and she is fouled. Horton is headed to the line now, where she has the opportunity to even things up at 2 apiece. It's a 2-0 Tigers lead if you're just joining us here. 3:28 left in the first. Streaming live on YouTube. 7th grade girls basketball game. And at the same live stream, we'll have the 8th grade game later this evening. And both of these games will air next week on Urbana Public Television. That's the City of Urbana's public education and government access television channel. Horton misses both those. Tigers get the rebound. Outlook pass. They go up for the bucket and no good. And then a travel is called there on the Comets. So it will be Urbana basketball from their own baseline here. 2-0 Tigers lead. Jason Liggett here with you on the Tigers Media Network. We appreciate you tuning in. That one knocked out of play by the Comets, so it's going to remain Urbana basketball here. Barber gets it up top to Lizzie Lang. They tried to feed it back to Barber, and it gets intercepted by Grace Bandy. And they get the bucket. It's a nice look there to Kaya Hill. She can't come up with it. She gets the rebound, though. Another good attempt there from Hill, but not able to connect. And foul called there on the Tigers as they fought over that ball, the rebound, and it will be Edison basketball. Knotted up at 2 apiece with 2:38 remaining here in the first quarter. So it looks like a timeout is called here with 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. Low-scoring game so far. Neither offense can get in much of a rhythm here. It's a 2-2 ball game here in 7th grade girls basketball from Urbana Middle School. The Urbana Tigers going to be on the road for a couple of games next week, and then the following week we'll be back with you on the Tigers Media Network as they will be hosting St. Matthews. That's a makeup game from April 7th. They'll play that on Tuesday, April 27th. 7th grade starts at 4:30, followed by the 8th grade game. We'll have both of those games here on UPTV. Bandy up top with it, kicks it to the near side. Bandy's able to chase that pass down and reset the offense here. Nice give and go there. Off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. So here comes Urbana. 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Tied up at 2. Markiah Barber has the ball. They get it up to Lizzie Lang up top. Lang back over to Hill. Hill with the shot off the mark. Rebound goes to the hands of Summer Abedian. Comets basketball with 1:38 remaining. They get it out to Summer now. She dribbles into trouble. She gets called for the charge there, and it's Urbana basketball. Dribbling right in the lane, but not able to connect. That was Markiah Barber. Jump ball is called, and possession arrow favors the Urbana Tigers. Timeout called by the Edison Comets. So it will be Urbana basketball when we return from this timeout. A 2-2 ball game right now with 1:19 remaining here in the first. For more information on Urbana Public Television, you can be sure to follow us on Twitter at Urbana Public TV. We're the City of Urbana's public education and government access television channel. We covered a number of the boys' 7th and 8th grade basketball games this year at Urbana Middle School. Some scheduling conflicts prevented us from covering any girls' games so far this season, so we're happy to be here tonight as they battle crosstown rivals, the Edison Comets of Champaign. Nice inbounds there. Tigers can't connect. They come up with a couple offensive rebounds. They try to pass that back out to Lizzie Lang, and intercepting that one was Grace Bandy. Bandy being double teamed. Hands that one off to her teammate. And getting called for the travel. Summer Abayayan. So Urbana basketball. That one tossed out of reach of Lizzie Lang, and it goes sailing out of bounds. It's going to be Edison basketball here with 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Still knotted up at 2 apiece. Chloe Harrison has Urbana's lone basket, and Grace Bandy has Edison's lone basket. And Edison hasn't been able to penetrate into the lane much this game. Not sure if that's by play design or just the Urbana defense keeping them out of there. We'll see that they can do here this inbound pass with 16 seconds remaining here in the first. They get it into Bandy. Coach reminding them they've got 15 seconds to do something. And that one's turned over. Here comes the Tigers dribbling down. And goes for the hoop, gets it rejected, gets the bucket anyway. Chloe Harrison and some persistence gets her 4 points on the afternoon, and the Tigers lead after one 4-2. So Harrison intercepted that pass, or perhaps got that loose ball. She dribbled down on a fast break, got it rejected, got the ball from that, and threw it right back up for a buzzer beater at the end of one. So the Tigers lead 4-2 as we get ready to play the second quarter here at Urbana Middle School. Low-scoring game so far. We'll see if either team can kind of catch fire here as we progress through the game. Chloe Harrison has all 4 of Urbana Tigers' points. Grace Bandy with 2 for the Edison Comets. For those of you watching on our live stream, we will have the 8th grade game at the same link following a short pause between the 7th and 8th grade game. Will be Urbana basketball to start off the second half, or excuse me, the second quarter here. Dribbling all the way down there was number 12 for the Tigers. That's Barber. She was unable to connect. Tigers threw it up again, got the offensive rebound, and just threw it out of bounds right there. So with 5:43 remaining here in the second quarter, Edison inbounds this one to Bandy. Tigers get it in. This is Zion Reed with the ball. She kicks it over to Chloe Harrison. Harrison up and in. Nice feed there from Zion Reed, and Harrison's got 6. So it's a 6-2 ball game in Urbana's favor with 5:21 remaining here in the first half. Bandy chases down the rebound and feeds it over to Dariah Horton. Goes back to Bandy, and Bandy kicks it to the far side. Daja Johnson-Chandler. She gets it taken away by Zion Reed. Reed kicks it over to Jaya Chinowin. Unable to hang on to it, but bounces it off the defender, and it will remain Urbana basketball here. Heads up play there from Jaya. Barber dribbling baseline. Good feed there to Jaya Chinowin. She's not able to get it in. Tough shot. Good effort. Rebound goes to the Comets. Bandy passes to the far side. And foul called there on Zion Reed. It will be Edison basketball on the sideline. They toss that one away, and it'll be back in possession of the Tigers. Lang inbounds this one to Reed, and Reed with the good pass gets it over to Barber. Barber not able to connect on the layup. Foul called there. And Markiah Barber will be at the line for Urbana. She sinks the first one, no problem. It's Markiah's first points of the afternoon as the Tigers lead by 5 now. It's a 7-2 ball game. And the bank's open there. She gets the second one to fall as well. Tigers up by 6. It's 8-2. 4:17 remaining here in the first half of action at Urbana Middle School. 7th grade girls basketball. It's your Urbana Tigers battling the Edison Comets. Zion Reed gets the takeaway. She's going to take it all the way, and she does. Nice bucket there for Reed. She's on the board with a couple. Tigers increase their lead to 8. It's 10-2. I think Zion's going to cause some trouble for the Comets on the end over there. She gets another takeaway. She's waiting for that. Nice crossover there, avoiding the defender. Trying to take it all the way up, a little high off the glass and off the mark. And Edison's coach wants to talk things over. We hear him shout out timeout, full. So as Edison takes a full timeout here, they trail by 8. Zion Reed getting into the game here in the second quarter. And her presence has been felt. It was a 4-2 ball game, and Tigers have scored 6 here in the second quarter to increase their lead to 8. It's 10-2 now with 3:32 remaining here in the first half. We certainly appreciate everyone tuning in on YouTube, youtube.com/UPTV6. Once again, we'll be streaming again on Tuesday, April 27th. That's a makeup game against St. Matt's. The action will get started at 4:30. We'll have both 7th and 8th grade games on Tuesday the 27th. The Tigers are back in action for a couple games next week, but those are both away, so we're not headed on the road for either one of those. They'll be back here at UMS on the 27th. Molly Kleppel inbounds this one to Grace Bandy. Bandy gives it back to Kleppel. Kleppel getting double teamed. Tosses it back over to Bandy. Bandy to the near side, and they get it taken away. Who else to take it away? Well, that's Zion Reed. Zion Reed runs into trouble, and Bandy comes up with that ball. So Reed creates another turnover, but then commits one herself. And now a travel is called there on the Comets. So it will be Urbana basketball. Lizzie Lang inbounds that one to Reed. Reed dribbling across half court. As the Tigers set up the offense. They get the illegal screen there set by Lizzie Lang. So it will be Comets basketball with 3:02 remaining here in the first half. Comets are down by 8. And if you're Edison, you really just want to start chipping away here. You don't want to get down by any more going into the half. Although a low-scoring game, so plenty of time in the second half to make up any difference. Zion trying to take that one away and commits another foul. I think that's her second. And that's another timeout called there. I think that's, once again, Edison's coach calling that timeout. That'll be their last of the half. 2:41 left to play. Edison feeding that one inside. They kick it back out when they run into traffic. Knocking that one away for the Tigers is Honor Dillon, and it will be Tiger basketball as that goes off of the Comets. Zion Reed dribbling up court. Oh, nice screen set there by Lizzie Lang. Reed can't come up with the bucket. Lang gets the rebound taken away by Bandy, but then gets another one on that end and gets clocked over the head. So it will be Urbana basketball. And a bucket there from the Comets. Excuse me, bucket there from the Tigers. It's a 12-2 ball game. Edison taking that ball right away. .116 remaining here in the first half. Tigers up by 10 now. It's a 12-2 ball game. Zion Reed up top tries to nonchalantly pass that to Lang. Gets it intercepted there by Bandy. She feeds it over to Molly Kleppel, and Kleppel has a couple now. Lang gets fouled up top, so she's going to head to the line here for a couple. Looks to add to the Tigers' 8-point lead. She misses the first one. Molly Kleppel takes a seat as Flynn comes into the game for the Comets. And 0 for 2 that trip to the foul line there for Lizzie. Dariah Horton gets it over to Bandy. Grace Bandy picks up her dribble, nowhere to pass it, but she does find Daja Johnson-Chandler. 9 seconds remaining here. They're looking for a last-second shot here. Bandy up top, fires away, gets it blocked, and that will wrap up the first half of 7th grade girls basketball here at Urbana Middle School. It's the Tigers up by 8, 12-4 over the visiting Edison Comets. And a rundown on the scoring here. Chloe Harrison leads all scorers, the Tigers, with 6 points. Markiah Barber has a couple. Zion Reed added a couple, and Honor Dillon with a couple. On the Edison Comets side of things, Grace Bandy with 2 points and Molly Kleppel with 2 points. So we'll be back with second half action coming up on the Tigers Media Network. It's a 12-4 Urbana lead as we head to halftime at Urbana Middle School. Back at Urbana Middle School as we get set for second half action here in 7th grade girls basketball. It's a 12-4 Urbana Tigers lead as the buzzer sounds for the beginning of the third quarter. I'm Jason Liggett here with you. Appreciate you tuning in on the Tigers Media Network, streaming live on UPTV's YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/UPTV6. And we are underway. It's Edison basketball right beneath us. And throwing one up there is Dariah Horton, and she is fouled. So Horton headed to the line for the Comets. See if they can start to trim this 8-point deficit here. Horton doesn't sink the first one. And gets the second one. So Horton is on the board with one. And it's a 7-point ball game now. The Tigers lead by 7, 12-5. 5:40 left to play here in the third. Lang ripping down the rebound and gives Tigers a second chance. Firing up a long ball there was Barber. She was off the mark, and rebound goes to the Edison Comets. Grace Bandy feeds it to the near side right below us. And that's Horton, and Horton gives it right back to Bandy. Bandy dribbling over to the other side. That one goes off the foot of Reed. And jump ball is called. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Zion Reed with the ball for Urbana. Feeds it over to Jaya Chinowin. Back to Jaya now, and Jaya kicking it over to Chloe Harrison. Good ball movement there by the Tigers. Firing up a shot there is Reed. And just off the back iron, and rebound goes to the Comets. Horton throws up the bucket and gets it. Dariah Horton now leads the Comets with 3 points, all coming here in the third quarter. And there's a takeaway. Here comes Bandy. Bandy will have an opportunity and gets the bucket. So Bandy with 4 points here, and it's just a 3-point ball game now. 5 unanswered points to start off the third quarter for the Edison Comets, and almost another takeaway there. So it's 12-9, Tigers lead with 4:03 remaining here in the third. Tigers have led by as many as 10. And it was 12-2 late in the second, and tossing that one up is Lizzie Lang. She's been very active on the boards, but that's her first point of the afternoon. Tigers back up by 5, 14-9. And running to get that pass is Horton. Feeds it right back to Bandy. Here's Grace Bandy, finds Horton. That's been their go-to there, and Horton throws it back up. Tigers are going to have to find a way to stop her. Horton's got 5. Lang up top, feeds it down low to Barber. Off the mark, and rebound goes to Flynn. Flynn gets it over to Bandy now. It's Grace Bandy dribbling up court. Over to Horton. Back to Bandy now. Grace Bandy on the far side. And Johnson Chandler gets called for the double dribble. So it's going to be Tigers basketball. It's a 14-11 Urbana lead with 2:59 remaining here in the third quarter. Zion Reed dribbling all the way. Gets that one blocked. And it goes out of bounds, so it will remain Urbana basketball. Timeout called, so 2:53 left to remain in the third. Tigers' lead has got cut down to 3 here. As Edison outscoring the Edison outscoring the Tigers 7-2 early on in this third quarter. It's going to be Urbana basketball underneath their own hoop. Lang inbounding on the baseline. She gets it in quickly. Wide open shot there. But the Tigers miss. Edison scoops up the rebound and back on the other end to Horton. Horton runs into trouble. And getting that takeaway will be credited to Jaya Chinwin. She gets it over to Lang, and then Lang feeds it to Zion Reed. Zion Reed dribbling down for the Tigers. Up top with a crossover. Kicks it to the near side and finds Barber. Barber gets the rebound, back out to Reed. Reed for 2, off the glass, no good. Tigers rebound back up, no good. Edison gets the board. Gets it to Bandy, and here we are on the near end. It's taken away. That's number 12, Markiah Barber. Barber scoops up the loose ball, takes it all the way, misses the layup. They're battling underneath, and a jump ball is called. And possession arrow in favor of the Edison Comets. Tigers applying pressure. Edison's going to have to be careful here, getting close to 10 seconds. Looks like a foul was called on Urbana. Horton tosses it right back to Bandy. Grace trying to drive in there. Another foul called there on Urbana. So Horton going to inbound this one underneath their own hoop. She gets it into Grace Bandy. Bandy off to Horton. Horton, nice running floater off the mark. Zion Reed rips down the rebound. Here comes Reed and the Tigers. She feeds it over to Barber. Lang up top, and Lang kicks it back over to Reed on the near side, and then to Barber. And timeout is called here by the Urbana Tigers. So a full timeout taken at the 1:04 mark in the third quarter. So just a minute left to play here in the third. Tigers still lead by 3, 14-11. Foul called there on Edison, so it's going to remain Urbana basketball. They get it into Reed. Reed with the shot. No good. Rebound goes to Horton and the Comets. 45 seconds remaining here in the third. The Comets down by 3. Grace Bandy dribbling up court. Feeds it over to Horton. Horton dribbles in. Off the mark there. Rebound to the Comets. They toss it back up, and now fighting for the rebound underneath. Possession arrow points to the Urbana Tigers. So 32 seconds left here in the fourth. The Tigers look to lead to their 3-point. Look to add to their 3-point lead here. 14-11 ball game. Tossing that one up was Jaya Chinowin. She was off the mark. Not much arc on that shot, but just off the rim, just missed it. Edison gets the rebound. Horton back up on the other end, and Horton gets it. She's got 7 in the game, all 7 coming here in the third. And the third quarter, definitely a totally different ball game from the first half as Edison comes out firing. They trailed by 8 going into halftime. And now it is just a narrow 1-point lead for the Tigers. Edison outscores Urbana in the third, 9-2. And it is a 14-13 ball game here as we head to the fourth quarter. This one certainly could come down to the wire. Dariah Horton with 7 big points, all in the third. Grace Bandy has 4 on the game, and Molly Kleppel with 2. Over on the Urbana side of things, Chloe Harrison with 6, all in the first half. Zion Reed with 2, Markiah Barber with 2, Honor Dillon with 2, and Lizzie Lang with the sole 2 here in the second half for Urbana. Edison starts off the fourth quarter with the ball and gets it into Grace Bandy. They're looking to take the lead here. Swatting that one out of bounds is Zion Reed. It will remain Edison basketball. 5:48 left in this game. 7th grade girls basketball from Urbana Middle School. Jason Liggett here with you, bringing you the action. Appreciate you tuning in on the Tigers Media Network. Happy that we can bring you this stream of the game as a very, very limited audience in attendance due to COVID-19 safety protocol here at Urbana Middle School. And they get it down low to who else but Dariah Horton. And Edison has taken the lead. It's a 15-14 ball game. And Edison rips down the rebound and looks to add to their lead now. Tigers have led all game up until here in the fourth. Horton's going to inbound this one, gets it to Grace Bandy. Bandy dribbling on the far side, picks up her dribble, looking for some help. Gets it to Horton. Horton, pull up, jumper, off the mark. Tigers fighting for that rebound. It goes off the hands of Dasha Johnson-Chandler, and it will be Urbana basketball. Lizzie Lang gets it into Markiah Barber. Barber called for the travel. So 4:52 left to play here in the fourth. Edison leads by 1, 15-14. Grace Bandy looking for Horton. Finds a bunch of Tigers, but somehow gets that ball back. Remains Edison basketball. There she gets it to Horton. Horton with a nice fake, dribbling in, but gets called for the travel. Tries to take an extra step there to divide those defenders. And and the ref caught her. There's the takeaway from Bandy. Here comes Bandy going for the layup, and the foul is called there on Markiah Barber. Bandy knocks down the first one. She's got 5 points on the afternoon now. And a 2-point lead here for Edison. And make it a 3-point lead. Bandy with 6 now. 17-14, favor in Edison Comets, and 4:15 left to play here in the fourth. Tigers toss that one away. Zion trying to battle for it, but going to have a sub coming in. Chloe Harrison back into the ball game for Markiah Barber. Bandy pulls up, gets the bucket. Grace Bandy. Six unanswered points here in the fourth quarter from the Edison Comets. They lead by 5, 19-14. They get the takeaway. Here comes Bandy. Back on the offensive end and draws the foul on the shot. So Edison's coming alive. The Tigers have lost their swagger here in the second half. It's been all Edison. Grace Bandy misses the first free throw attempt this trip to the line. And off the mark on the second one. Lizzie Lang fighting for that rebound. Goes into the hands of Zion Reed. Zion Reed with the outlook pass. Very good look there from Reed to Jaya Chinowin, and the Tigers score. And they needed that one. That was Jaya's first points of the game. The Tigers close the gap to within 3. Urbana has led the whole game up until the fourth quarter. And really this second half, it's really been a tale of two halves, if you will. All Urbana Tigers as they went into halftime up by 8, 12-4. And then in the second half, Edison outscoring Urbana 15-4. And that's where they get their 3-point lead here with 3:27 remaining in the fourth. Will be Edison basketball when we come back from this timeout, and they are up by 3. It's a 19-16 game. 7th grade girls basketball at Urbana Middle School. This will be followed by the 8th grade game if you're streaming us live on YouTube. And then both of these games will air on traditional cable television next week, Urbana Public Television. That's the City of Urbana's public education and government access TV channel. Available locally on Comcast Xfinity's Channel 6 and 1096, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and i3 Broadband Channel 6. Grace Bandy splitting the defenders. Dribbles all the way up, kicks it back, and up and down travel there by Molly Kleppel. It will be Urbana basketball with that turnover. Zion Reed bringing the ball up the court, almost gets it taken away by Bandy. Lizzie Lang there to rebound it. Gives it back to Reed. Reed with the jumper, no good. And Edison gets the rebound. 3 minutes remaining. They're up by 3. Here comes Grace Bandy and the Comets. Bandy picks up her dribble, kicks it to Horton. Horton dribbling inside. Pulls up for the shot and gets the roll. Horton's in double digits. She's got 11. Big rebound there from Zion Reed. She looks to put it back. No, gives it to Lang. Lang up with the shot. Oh, swirled around. Tigers get another offensive rebound. Not able to get it in. It will remain Tiger basketball here. .224 remaining here in the fourth. Tigers down by 5. It's a 21-16 Edison lead. Tigers basketball. Reed in the corner. She gets it over to Barber. Barber dribbles up, gets it back to Chinowin. Reed outside, over to Lang. Lang pulls up. Jumper is good. Lizzie Lang with her 4th point of the afternoon. And Tigers find themselves down by just 3 now. It's a 21-18 ball game. Timeout called by Edison. The pressure was on there by the Tigers. And Edison wanted to call a timeout, maybe to talk things over, but maybe just to get out of that situation. They definitely want to hold on to this lead as they battled back so hard during this second half. Edison is up by 3. It's 21-18. A minute 53 remaining here in the fourth quarter. I mentioned at the start this one might come down to the wire, and it looks like it will. 1 possession game with less than 2 minutes to play. Dariah Horton with 11. All 11 of those points coming here in the second half. Grace Bandy has 8 and Molly Kleppel has 2. That is Edison scoring. And over on the Tigers side of things, Chloe Harrison, 6 points, all in the first half. Lizzie Lang with 4 points, all here in the second half. Honor Dillon with 2, Jaya Chinowin with 2, and Zion Reed with 2. When Zion first came into the game in the second quarter, she really picked up the defensive things for the Tigers, and that really made the difference in the first half. So that might be a key as we go down the stretch here. See if Tigers defense can step back up. Horton with the ball, loses control, picks it back up, and gets the bucket. Tigers don't have an answer for Horton here in the second half, as it's back to a 5-point lead. 23-18 ball game. And it is Edison basketball here as the Tigers commit the turnover. And that one knocked out of bounds by Markiah Barber. Will remain Edison basketball with a minute 31 remaining. They're up by 5, a 23-18 lead here for the Comets. Zion Reed on the ground going for that one. A travel is called. So big play there for the Tigers. Molly Kleppel gets called for the travel. And timeout called by the Tigers. With 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. (23-18) lead for Edison. It's Urbana basketball. And they need a bucket here this possession. Lizzie Lang looking for Zion Reed underneath. Reed falls to the ground. Jump ball called, and possession arrow points in favor of Edison. So not the way Urbana wanted things to go there. They're going to apply pressure. They can still get a takeaway here. Edison gets it to Bandy. Bandy picks up her dribble. They're going to be close to 10 seconds. Bandy picks up her dribble again, just launches it out of bounds. So it's going to be Urbana basketball. Turnover there by the Comets. 1:10 remaining here in this one. Urbana down by 5. Barber dribbling in, throws one up, off the mark. Rebound goes to Horton. Horton tosses it right into the hands of Reed. And a foul is called. So Zion Reed headed to the line. Big opportunity here for her as Tigers are down by 5. 59 seconds remaining. She gets the first one. Off the mark on the second one. A lane violation called on the Tigers anyway. So going to be Edison basketball. They're up by 4. I assume they want to milk as much of this clock as they can, but they've had trouble getting it across the court here. So we'll see if they can get it across the court. And a travel is called. So Horton getting ready to run into a defender. Pulled up and couldn't quite get her feet stopped in time. Urbana basketball. 54 seconds left. They're down by 4. They need a bucket here. Reed not afraid to shoot it. Long ball is good. Zion Reed from downtown gets it to go. The Tigers within 1. 40 seconds remaining. It's a 23-22 lead for the Edison Comets. Urbana is not done yet. Zion Reed up to 6 points. So it'll be Edison basketball when we come back from this timeout. Tigers need a stop, and they've been getting them here lately. Couple turnovers Edison's last time on the offensive end, and you know pressure's going to be on here by the Tigers. They've had it on the last few possessions, and it's worked out in their favor. So just 40 seconds left. It's a 1-point ball game. Edison leads 23-22. Horton gets it over to Bandy. The Comets get it across half court. That was key. Here's Bandy. They might very well just try to dribble it out. Gives it up to Horton. Foul is called. And that is on Markiah Barber. And 1-on-1 situation here with Horton at the line. Dariah Horton has been big in this second half. She's had 13 points. See if she can come up with another big bucket right here. And she does. So they increase their lead to 2. So it's a 24-22 lead for the Comets. Horton off the mark on the second one. Rebound goes to the Tigers. They advance the ball. 22 seconds to play. Barber with the ball, dribbling all the way, throws it up in a hurry, loses the control of it. Edison gets the ball back. And Bandy is fouled. Zion Reed fouls her at half court. So it might end up being a tough break here for the Tigers. 12 seconds left to play. And Grace Bandy is at the line with a 2-point lead. 1-on-1 situation again. You're hoping she misses one of these if you're the Tigers. She sinks the first one, nothing but net. See if she can sink this second one. If she does, it'll be a 2-possession game at that point, and very difficult for the Tigers to come back. If it is a miss and Tigers get the rebound, well, that's irrelevant. Tigers need to move here. Here's Zion Reed. Reed dribbling through the defenders, gets it taken away by Bandy. Big takeaway by Bandy. And Zion Reed knocks that one out of bounds. But with just 3 seconds left and the Comets up by 4, that's probably all she wrote here in this 7th grade girls basketball game. Just needs to get it in bounds. She does just that. And that will wrap up this one. Tigers lose a heartbreaker. And the Comets are fired up at that one. 26-22, the final. Edison wins here. 7th grade girls basketball action at Urbana Middle School. The Urbana Tigers got off to an early start. Some key defensive plays made there in the first half by Zion Reed. Some good offensive bucket by Chloe Harrison. And the Tigers were up 12-4 going into the half. Most of the second half was all Edison. They battled back and found themselves up by 5, and then Urbana able to close that gap, get it to within 1. It's a 23-22 ball game after a big-time shot from Zion Reed. But then the Edison Comets proved to be too much as they win this one 26-22. We're so happy to bring you 7th grade girls basketball action here on the Tigers Media Network. If you're watching us live on YouTube, we will pause here, but we'll be back at the same link with 8th grade girls basketball action coming up at Urbana Middle School. We appreciate you tuning in on the Tigers Media Network. Welcome back to Urbana Middle School. Jason Liggett with you on the Tigers Media Network as we get set for 8th grade basketball action. Edison will start off with the ball. Starting lineup for the Edison Comets as they fire away. Rebound goes quickly to Hannah Cross and the Urbana Tigers. Cross over to Zion Reed, back to Hannah Cross. Hannah Cross down low now. Over to Zion Reed. Zion Reed fires one up. And rebound goes to the Edison Comets. A travel is called there on Leonaja Washington, and it will be Urbana basketball. Starting lineup for the Comets. Leonaja Washington, Maya Flemons, Jada Jasper, Lillian Daughtry, and Chloe Flynn. Taking that one away was Lillian Daughtry. She gets it up to Washington, and a foul is called. Your starting lineup for the Urbana Tigers: Zion Reed, Markian Barber, Kaya Hill, Dara Norris, and Hannah Cross. Kaya Barber gets this one inbounds to Zion Reed. Zion Reed kicks it ahead to Kaya Hill. Kaya Hill back to Reed now as we're scoreless here. 5:08 remaining in the first. Good ball fake there. Get it back out to the top of the key, and Barber. Barber running floater off the mark. And rebound goes to the Comets. Takeaway back from the Tigers, and a foul is called. 2 shots coming for Zion Reed. Reed misses the first one. And gets the second one. Nothing but net there for Zion Reed. She gets on the board first. And the Tigers lead 1-0 early on here in the first quarter. It's 4:53 left remaining. Chloe Flynn trapped in the corner. And she gives it up to Barber. Here come the Tigers. Gets it ahead to Reed. Reed with the layup off the mark. And rebound for the Tigers. Throwing that one back up as Barber as soon as she got a hold of it. She didn't get that one to go, but rebound goes back to Hannah Cross. Hannah Cross kicks it over. That's number 20 for the Urbana Tigers and Dara Norris. Ripping down the rebound are the Edison Comets. Here come the Comets now, trailing by 1. 4:17 remaining here in the first. They get it over to Flynn. Flynn now gets it over to Daughtry. Daughtry on the far side, dribbling up towards the top of the key, back to Flynn. Flynn in the corner. Low pass, not much she could do with it. Rises up, air ball. Into the hands of the Urbana Tigers, and here comes Urbana. 3:56 remaining here in the first, 1-0 in this 8th grade game. You were with us in the 7th grade game earlier tonight. You'll recognize a few of these players. Zion Reed back on the court for the Tigers. She had 6 in the 7th grade contest. Also on the court for the Tigers, Markiah Barber. She played in the 7th grade as well. Diving pass to the floor. Hannah Cross goes down. Air ball there from the Tigers into the hands of the Comets. And Daughtry ahead for the layup. Misses it off the mark. And Edison with another offensive rebound. And they missed that one too. Urbana gets the rebound now. Hannah Cross ran into trouble there. And a timeout is called. Before what might have been a travel there. She picked up her pass as she was getting ready to toss it and close to taking that extra step, but luckily Urbana gets the timeout before anything happened. So it will be Urbana basketball when we come up from this timeout as they want to talk things over. Off to another slow start here. If you were with us for the 7th grade game earlier this afternoon, it started with a lack of offense as well, but it got very interesting down the stretch. Edison won the 7th grade game earlier this afternoon, 26-22. But it came down to the last seconds. Travel called there on Maya Flemons, and it will be Urbana basketball. Reed advances it to Barber. Barber dribbling down court, gets it over to Lizzie Lang. Lizzie Lang into the ball game for the first time tonight. She played the 7th grade as well. Urbana recovers that loose ball and gets it back out to Markiah Barber. They were looking for Hannah Cross there, but threw it behind her and goes into the arms of the Edison Comets. Daughtry over to Flynn. Flynn with another long ball, but can't get it going. Misses the mark on that one. Zion Reed almost loses it. Gains control, passes it over to her teammates. 2:26 remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers up by 1. It's a 1-0 ball game, and we see an air ball there. Not sure if anyone got a piece of that or not. I think they did. Edison triples that one out of bounds, and it's going to be Urbana basketball. Zion Reed picks up her dribble, tosses it over to Cross. Cross goes over to Barber. Barber loses it. Taking away that one is Lenaja Washington. Here's Washington on the other end. She loses it. And looks like that will be Urbana basketball. So that's out of bounds off of Washington. Just couldn't transition from dribbling to the layup there as she was pressured by the Urbana defense. Lang tosses it back to Chenoweth. Zion Reed dribbles inside. Nice read there by Reed and not able to get it to go. Rebound goes to the Comets. And they draw the foul on that shot, so Washington is headed to the line for a couple. Travel is called. That one going against Flemons again. I think that's her second travel of the afternoon. And it will be Urbana basketball with 1:14 to go. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Washington with a heads-up play there, bouncing that one off of Reed. So it will be Edison basketball. They get it into Washington. Washington gets that one taken away from behind by Reed. So Reed gets it right back there, and then she loses it again. Tosses that one across court. Wide open three off the mark and short. Zion Reed looks ahead to Barber. Barber kicks it back. Lizzie Lang comes up with it. Reed up top. Off the backboard and no good. Whistle called there. With 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And not much offense so far in this one. Each team has 1 point. Barber gets the takeaway and then turns it right back over to Jada Moore. There's Jetta Jasper. Long shot put up there by Washington and didn't hit anything. 5 seconds left. They get it up court and it goes sailing out of bounds. So 0.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it will be Edison basketball. 0.3 seconds remaining, and that will do it for the first quarter. So knotted up at 1 after the first. And I did mention the 7th grade game got off to a little bit of a slow start. Wasn't quite this slow, but they certainly picked things up in the second quarter and even more so in the second half. Very exciting game. We'll hope that this one travels that same course. It's Urbana basketball as they get that one taken away. They look to fight for it back, and they do just that. Tossing up the shot is number 22, Jan Chenoweth, and she does not get that one to go as she gets it blocked. Urbana ball underneath their own hoop. That one's knocked out of play by Washington of the Comets. That one goes off of Zion Reed, and it will be Edison basketball here. 5:38 remaining in the first half, tied up at 1 apiece. Pull-up jumper, no good. Comets get a rebound, and they get another one there. Couple of second chance opportunities. Way off the mark is Washington, and that goes into the hands of number 20, Dara Norris, for the Urbana Tigers. Foul called, and Reed is at the line for Urbana. Reed has Urbana's lone point this evening. Misses the first one. Reed scored 6 in the 7th grade game earlier this afternoon, including a big-time three-pointer down late. And 0 for 2 that trip to the line. Good attempt there by Chloe Flynn, but a little too hard off the backboard, and it goes bouncing out of the rim. It will be Urbana basketball. Hannah Cross set to inbound it. Zion Reed passes it up court to Washington. Washington knocked out of bounds there by Jada Jasper. So it will be Urbana basketball after that foul. And they'll toss it in from the sideline. Kaya Hill gets it into Reed. Reed, pull up, jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Amari Roan. Good defense there from Hannah Cross. And see what they rule this one. I wasn't quite sure who that went off of. And it must have been off of the Comets. It's Urbana basketball here. And a turnover apiece. It goes to the Tigers, then the Comets, now back to the Tigers, and now back to the Comets. Back and forth they go. Washington throws up the shot off the mark. Rebound to the Tigers, goes to the Comets, and now they're back on the ground. No one gaining any leverage in this game. One tie with 4:20 left to play in the first half. Both of those points coming in the first quarter on foul shots, of course, with it being 1-1. There's Barber. Barber over to Reed. Reed drives inside, not able to get it. Tigers get the rebound. Good effort there by Hill, but she can't get it to go. And then a foul is called. That one's going to go on Markiah Barber as she fouls Washington. Lanaya Ballantine into the game now for the Comets. She tosses that one into Washington. Washington, lackadaisical pass. Zion Reed intercepts it. And then Washington knocks it away from Reed. So it'll be out of bounds off of Edison and will remain Urbana basketball here. Underneath their own hoop, set to inbound this one is Lizzie Lang. She gets it to Hannah Cross, and that one's knocked out of bounds by Amari Roan. So Tigers will try to inbound this one again. Hill not able to hang on to that one. Washington takes it all the way. The first field goal of the game for either side comes from Lanaja Washington. And now it's a 3-1 ball game in favor of the Edison Comets. 3:37 left to play in the first half. Hannah Cross with the dribble. Tosses it over, and now to Reed. Reed throws one up. Oh! Just swirls off the rim there. Washington tosses up another one, and it's good. Washington on a bit of a run here. timeout is called there with 2:59 remaining in the first half. It's 5-1 ball game. Lanaja Washington with 4 points for the Comets, leading all scorers. The Urbana Tigers will be on the road for a couple of games next week, and they return home for a makeup game on Tuesday, April 27th, and we'll have coverage of that. We'll stream that live on our YouTube channel as well, and then it'll run the following week on Urbana Public Television. So if you're an Urbana Middle School basketball fan, want to catch another game this season, you'll have your chance on the 27th. We'll start the stream at 4:30, both 7th grade and 8th grade. And another bucket there made at the foul line, so it's a 6-1 advantage for Edison. Lizzie Lang tries to make that up, and she does with the putback. Nice rebound and putback there for Lizzie Lang. And she's got her first bucket of the evening. She played in the 7th grade game and had 4. She's up to 2 now. And the Tigers trail by 3 here. It's a 6-3 ball game, 2:32 left to play in the second quarter. Washington gets the takeaway, tosses it up, no good. Daughtry with the rebound. She dribbles outside, tries to feed it inside and does. Tigers swarm on the defense. Back out to Daughtry it goes. Lillian kicks it over to Maya Flemons. Flemons had a good look at that one, but not able to sink it. Out of bounds off of Urbana. So Lillian Daughtry headed to the baseline to inbound this one. She gets it into Washington. Washington over to Daughtry. Lillian back over to Washington now. They send that one outside to Chloe Flynn. Launches it up and off the mark. And I believe that was off of Urbana. We'll see here. No. Refs conferring, and yes, that was off of Urbana, so it will remain Edison basketball. Lillian Daughtry inbounding it. Tries to find Fleming. Doesn't get it to Flemings. Urbana gets the takeaway, and then Jasper intercepts that one. Foul is called. That one goes against the Tigers, so it will be Comet basketball with 1:40 remaining in the first half. Daughtry fires up the 3 off the mark. Flynn with the rebound. The putback, no good. Urbana on a little bit of a break here if they can handle the ball. They get it ahead to Reed. Reed goes in for the layup. Can't get it to go. She fights for that rebound. A jump ball is called. Possession arrow points in favor of the Comets. Lillian Daughtry going to inbound this one. She gets it off to Lanasha Washington. Washington dribbling up for the Comets. That pass broken up by Reed. Reed with nice ball handling moves there. Gets it to midcourt and finds Barber. Barber with the shot. She gets the rebound. Tigers toss that one right back up. That was Norris on the putback. No good. Here comes Washington, and she overthrows that one. She was looking for Daughtry. That one goes sailing out of bounds. It will be Urbana basketball with 53 seconds remaining in the first half. The Tigers trail by 3. It's a 6-3 ball game, 8th grade girls basketball here at Urbana Middle School. And foul called there on Chloe Flynn as she knocks Dara Norris to the ground. And not paying attention. Unfortunately, Lizzie Lang pushed her foot over the line there on the inbounds pass. A turnover, and it's Comet basketball with 42 seconds remaining here in the first. Edison up by 3. It's a 6-3 ball game. Outside shot for the corner. Barber gets it over to Chenoweth, and Chenoweth gets the bucket. Diane Chenoweth puts that one in. And Tigers close the gap to just 1. It's 6-5 now. Edison leads with 10 seconds left in the first half. Three seconds left. Washington fires up a hope at the buzzer. No good. And that will wrap up the first half. So both teams get off to a slow start. It was 1-1 entering the second quarter. And then they picked up the pace a little bit there. And it's now a 6-5 Edison lead as we head into halftime. We'll be back with more action coming up next on the Tigers Media Network. Jason Liggett back on the Tigers Media Network as we get set for second half action here at Urbana Middle School, 8th grade girls basketball. It's a 6-5 lead right now in favor of the visiting Edison Comets. In 7th grade action earlier today, Edison won 26-22. Came down to the last few seconds of that game. We're hoping for just as an exciting finish here in the 8th grade contest. Both teams have kind of got to get their offense jump started here. Just a similar aspect that 7th grade has. Urbana tracks down that loose ball and a foul is called. That one goes against Washington of the Comets, so it will be Urbana basketball inbounding this one. Is Lizzie Lang. Lang has 2 points for Urbana. Chenoweth also with a bucket, and Zion Reed hit a foul shot. That totals Urbana's 5 points. Reed kicks it back to Barber. Barber back up top. Kicks it back over to Reed. Reed tosses it to Barber in the lane. No good. Hannah Cross gets that rebound, kicks it back over to Barber. Now Reed has it, picks up her dribble, and loses the ball there. Comets with the takeaway, advance it to Daughtry. Daughtry looks, thinks about it, takes it, air ball. Hitting that one back into play is Flemings. Urbana gets the loose ball there, kicks it back out to Barber. Barber running jumper, and it is good! Barber, the bank is open. Markiah Barber with her first points of the 8th grade game, and Urbana has the lead now. It's a 7-6 lead. A travel will be called there as she takes an extra step on her way to take the shot at the basket. So Urbana leads 7-6 here, 4:45 remaining in the third. They get it up to Zion. Zion Reed tries to kick it ahead to Hannah Cross. That one, Cross is not able to wrangle in. And it's going to be Comet basketball. Jasper inbounds it to Daughtry. Daughtry throws it half court. They advance it to Flynn, who's all alone. She kicks it over to number 12, Jasper. Battling down low is Flemings, and Flemings gets her own rebound, tosses it up, and then a foul is called on her second shot attempt. So Maya Flemings will be headed to the line as Edison trails 6-7 with 4:21 left to play in the third quarter. She gets the first one. Tie ball game. First point of the game for Flemings. Ooh, and the second one whirls around and out. Whistle is called, and it's going to be Urbana basketball. Reed doesn't waste any time getting that ball down court. See if it pays off, and it does. Zion Reed sinks the jumper. Dribbles around a defender there and decided to shoot, and it was worth it. 9-7 now, the Tigers lead. Reed has 3 points. Turnover. That one goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Urbana basketball. So Urbana's offense already looking a lot better than it did the first half. Foul is called, and Cross is at the line. Short on the first one. Off the back iron on the second one. Rebound to the Comets. Tigers get the takeaway. And that's going to remain Urbana basketball. I thought that might have gone off of Urbana, but apparently it went off of Edison. They get it into Lang. Here's Lizzie, kicks it back to Barber. Makare Barber dribbling around, kicks it over to number 21, dribbling in. Oh, almost got the bucket. Good effort there by Honor Dillon. Dillon now with some stifling defense there on Daughtry. And Urbana knocks that one out of play, so it's going to remain Edison basketball here with 3:31 left to play in the third. Urbana up by 2. It's 9-7. 8th grade basketball for the tie. No good. Fleming's off the mark. Flynn ripping down that rebound. Gets it to Daughtry. Daughtry squares up, takes the shot, and it is good. Lillian Daughtry, her first points of the game, and it's a 9-9 tie now. Both teams have cleaned up their play considerably compared to the first half. A travel called there on the Tigers. Tigers with a little bit of press. It's not slowing Jasper down any, though. Jasper dribbled the length of the court. Tosses it back to Daughtry, and then she gets it taken away by Reed. Reed a little hard off the glass, can't get the layup to go. Daughtry gets the rebound. Here comes the Comets. They toss it up court to Flemings, and a foul is called. Subs coming in for Urbana. Back in the game, Kaya Hill and Dara Norris. And having a seat, Lizzie Lang and Honor Dillon. And then a timeout is called. So 2:42 left in the third quarter. It's all knotted up at 9 apiece here in 8th grade girls basketball at Urbana Middle School. It's your Urbana Tigers playing host to the Edison Comets. And Urbana did honor the 8th grade girls in between games here, in between 7th and 8th grade. Certainly a strange schedule due to COVID-19 and all the things that everyone's had to go through. I did mention Urbana girls do have a couple of games on the road next week, I believe, and we won't be covering those. But they'll be back to play a makeup game on Tuesday, April 27th against St. Matthews. And we will be covering that game against St. Matt's. Both the 7th grade game starting at 4:30, followed by the 8th grade game. So that's in about a week and a half on Tuesday the 27th. We'll cover that on the Tigers Media Network. Of course, streaming live on youtube.com/UPTV6. And then we'll rebroadcast those games the following week on Urbana Public Television. That can be seen locally on Comcast Xfinity's channel 6 and 1096, AT&T UVerse channel 99, and i3 Broadband channel 6. Urbana Public Television is the City of Urbana's public education and government access television channel. I'm Jason Liggett with you here on the Tigers Media Network. It's Edison Comet basketball. Wasting no time in driving that down low is Jetta Jasper. She gets it taken away at the hoop, and here come the Comets. Barber with a shot. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. See if she's going to put it back. She dribbles back out. She kicks it out to Hill. And that ball now taken away by the Comets. Here come Edison. Up, and it's good. And that's Dariah Horton. Horton with her first points of the 8th grade game. She exploded in the second half during the 7th grade game. She ended up with 13 in that game, led the way to the victory. See if she has any of that magic here for the 8th grade action, as she gives Edison the lead here with 2:07 remaining in the third. The Comets are up 11-9 over the Tigers. Fleming sends it back out to Daughtry. Daughtry trying to get that over to Jasper, and goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Urbana basketball. Hannah Cross gets that inbounds to Barber. Barber dribbles across court. She might go all the way, tries to toss that back into the corner, and with a turnover there, tosses it directly into the arms of Amari Roan. Whistle is called there. I believe that's against the Tigers. It is. It will be Edison basketball. They get it into Roan. A minute 44 left to play here in the third. She advances that ball to Dariah Horton. Horton takes it all the way. Gets it off the back rim, and diving down to get that rebound is Zion Reed. Jump ball and possession arrow. Points in favor of the Urbana Tigers. Hannah Cross going to inbound this one just below us. She gets it to Zion Reed. Reed dribbling up court, passes half court. Going on the near side. Looked like she was going to pull up for a jumper. Tries to kick it back out to Cross. Cross saves that one. No, she doesn't. Almost saved that one from a backcourt violation, or an over and back violation, but does not. She tried to toss that over to Barber. And Barber dribbled it right on that line, unfortunately. So turnover on the Tigers there, and it will be Comet basketball. They get it in bounds here. A minute 22 to play in the third. Edison up by 2, 11-9. Dribbling this one down low is Amari Roan, and she dribbles it off her foot, and it will be Tiger basketball. Hannah Cross inbounds this one to Reed. Reed on the run now. Back to Cross. The Tigers ran into some trouble there, and a timeout called as they had issues getting that ball across. So some defensive pressure there by Edison. And before Urbana gets the backcourt violation, they call a timeout, so they will retain possession here when it comes back out with a minute 3 remaining here in the third quarter. Cross gets that inbounds to Makaya Barber. Barber trying to toss that across court, goes into the hands of Daughtry. And Lillian Daughtry in charge right now for the Comets. They get it off to Washington. Washington dribbling in off the side of the backboard. Rebound goes back out to the Comets. They get it to Washington, who delivers an air ball. Now it goes out to Zion Reed. Reed trying to get it away from the group and does just that. Gets it out to Barber. Barber advances the ball down low to number 13. That's Chloe Harrison. And that one out of bounds off of the Comets, so it's going to remain Urbana basketball here. 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 2. It's an 11-9 ball game. Reed picks up her dribble, gives it over to Barber. Barber now, 17 seconds remaining in the third. Gives it back to Reed. Reed dribbling down low. Good feed there. And better defense. Harrison couldn't get the shot off. See if the Comets do. They do, but they miss. And 2 seconds left when Norris rips down that rebound, and she decides to hold it there. Smart move. She was right underneath the Comets basket. So we wrap up the third quarter, and Edison up by 2. It's an 11-9 ball game as we are headed to the fourth quarter here at Urbana Middle School. Jason Liggett with you on the Tigers Media Network. We appreciate you all tuning in, whether that's streaming live on YouTube or watching later on Urbana Public Television. Earlier tonight in 7th grade action, it was Edison victorious in a close one, 26-22 over Urbana. Leading scorer in that game was Dariah Horton for the Comets. And she is playing in this 8th grade contest as well. She has a couple in 8th grade. Worth noting that all 13 of Horton's points in the 7th grade came in the second half. She was a machine in that second half. Tigers didn't have an answer for her. Comets get it into Daughtry. Daughtry with a long 3 off the back rim. Good look there by Daughtry. Reed trying to hang on to that one. She does. She gets it over to Hannah Cross. Cross up court to Barber. Here's Markiah Barber now for the Tigers. Cross looking to set the screen. Barber waves it off. She gets it across. Cross throws it back to Barber. Barber tosses it up off the front of the rim and rebound to the Comets. Daughtry dribbling down court for Edison. She's being defended by Chloe Harrison. Washington up top now with it. She tosses it down low, far side to Hill. Excuse me, that's Amari Roan. Maya Flemings at the line. Misses the first one. And gets the second one. So Flemings, her second trip to the line tonight, she's 50%, 2 for 4 from the line. Washington gets the takeaway, advances to Daughtry. Daughtry down low, layup, no good. Rebound goes to the Comets, and putting that one back in is Dariah Horton. So Horton with 4. And Edison has extended their lead to 5 now. It's a 14-9 ball game with 4:55 left to play in this one. Jetta Jasper inbounds that one to Flemings. Flemings finds Horton underneath, and Horton draws the foul as she tries to put that one back in. So she's headed back to the line for a couple. Not a good stretch here to start the fourth quarter for the Tigers. Horton gets that one. She's up to 5. And that one rims out. Tigers get the rebound. They toss it over to Lang, and there they get it to Reed. Reed trying to advance it to Barber, and that one is knocked out of bounds by number 10, Maya Flemings. Markiah Barber gets it into Reed. Reed over to Cross. Good look there. Cross gets the bucket. Nice sequence of events there for the Tigers. Good ball movement, and it pays off at the end as Hannah Cross gets the layup. There, Hannah Cross comes away with the loose ball steal. Tries to get over to Barber. Barber regains possession, tosses it up, and it is good. Tigers with a 4-0 run here. Now just a 2-point ball game. It's 15-13 in favor of the Comets. Flemings underneath. And she tosses that one behind the back. Banks it off, and it goes in. Fleming's first bucket of the night. She's up to 4. She's hit a couple of foul shots. The lead back up to 4, 17-13, and taking that one away is Horton. So 3:44 left in this one. It's a 4-point lead for Edison, 17-13. Zion Reed takes it all the way. A little too strong on that layup, and then she goes down afterwards. Reed on the ground down there. And I think she is shook up. It looks like Flemings went down at the same time, might have landed on top of Reed or landed on top of her leg, so we hope everything is okay. Officials timeout here on the floor. 3:04 remaining in the fourth. It's a 17-13 lead for the Edison Comets. And Zion is back up and walking, so on her own accord, so that is good. Certainly was a rough-looking transaction there, but good to see she is okay. She will have a seat on the bench, and coming back into the ballgame is Chloe Harrison for the Tigers. Lang looking to inbound this one, and she gets it to Harrison, and that ball is poked away by Horton. So it's going to remain Urbana basketball here. Look to get it inbound across. They do just that. Cross feeds it over to Hill. Hill dribbling up now. Hill gives it over to Barber. Barber picks up her dribble, gets it underneath to Harrison. Harrison can't connect. Gets the rebound, can't put it back up. Jump ball is called, possession arrow in favor of the Urbana Tigers. So 2:44 remaining here in this ball game. Urbana trails by 4. It's a 17-13 game. Dariah Horton has 5. Lanaja Washington has 5. Maya Flemings with 4. Lillian Daughtry has a couple. That's all for Edison over on the Urbana side of things. Markiah Barber has 4. Chenoweth with a couple. Lindsay Lang with a couple. Hannah Cross with a couple. Zion Reed has 3. And that brings us to our 17-13 lead in favor of the Edison Comets. 2:44 left to play. See if Urbana has another run in them. Zion Reed remains on the bench after getting shook up her last time out on the floor. Gets it to Hannah Cross down low. She tries to fire it up, but Flemings is there with good defense. Cross can't convert to points. And here's Flemings on the other end. Almost got the friendly roll there, but Lang gets the rebound for the Tigers. And now they're running into trouble. See if they can scoop up this loose ball. And foul is called there on the Tigers, so it will be Comets basketball. They feed it to Washington. Washington throws one up and draws the foul. Leandra Washington headed to the line. She's got 5 on the night. Almost made it 6 there. That one rims around the top and pops out. And gets that one to go. Advances the lead to 5. So it's getting close to do or die time here for the Tigers. 2:06 remaining in the fourth. It's an 18-13 lead for Edison. They dribble into traffic, see if they can get out of it. They toss that one out of play, but it is knocked out of bounds by Edison, so will remain Urbana basketball down there. Looks like Lizzie will throw it in. She gets it right to... She threw that one right into Harrison. I thought Harrison might have been able to take a shot there, but she elects to toss it to Barber, and then they lose control of it. So Edison basketball. That one off the side of the rim. A layup attempt there from Jasper. Tigers come away with the rebound. Whistle called there. A timeout by the Tigers. So 20-second timeout called there by the Tigers. They want to talk things over. With 1:40 left to play, they trail by 5. See if Coach can draw something up good. Still plenty of time, but they've definitely got to score. They're down by 5. Both teams have had some difficulties finding the hoop tonight. And coming back out on the floor for the Tigers is Zion Reed. She certainly adds some pep to their step there whenever she's on the court. And we'll see it right here. She's moving faster than anyone else on the court. Unfortunate turnover there. Flemings gets the takeaway, but coming back, Hannah Cross gets it back. They get it back over to Reed. 1:25. Second chance here for the Tigers. Good feed there from Cross, getting it to Barber, and a foul is called. That one goes against Maya Flemings. And Barber is headed to the line for a couple. So a couple of big foul shots potentially here for Markiah Barber. She misses the first one. She's able to sink this next one. It'll at least trim it to 4. And she can't do that. All right, well, that falls in Urbana's favor. They missed the foul shots, but Edison tried to wrangle in that rebound and ends up getting it knocked out of bounds. So Urbana basketball here, 1:18 left, and a turnover. Washington picks that one off. Here comes Washington. Throws up the jumper, no good. Zion Reed dribbling fast now. She's going to take it all the way, and she does. Zion Reed with a big layup there for the Tigers. They're within 3 now. One possession game. They get it taken away again. A foul is called. So headed to the line here. We're at 59 seconds remaining. Tigers trail by 3. It's an 18-15 game. And Markiah Barber finds herself at the line and misses that one. And can't get the second one to go either. A couple of tough trips to the foul line there for Barber. It does remain Urbana basketball again, so they have another opportunity here, down by 3, 58 seconds left. Oh, good feed there to Lang, and Lang is fouled as she had a good shot there. Hacked across the forearm, so Lang's headed to the line. She'll have her chance at a couple foul shots. 18-15 now. Edison still leads. 57 seconds left. She gets the first one. Off the mark on the second one, and Daughtry comes away with the ball. Good defense there by Reed, slowing her down. Urbana needs to stop here. They might get it. What do they call there? Oh, they're going to call a foul on the Tigers. They call a foul on the Tigers, and it's a 1-and-1 situation. So not what Urbana wanted there. And these are big foul shots. They're all big foul shots at this point of the game. She misses that one, but they get the putback, a big-time putback there. Horton underneath gets the bucket. So back up by 4 now, 20-16. 1-and-1 situation here. And Zion Reed on the line for the Tigers. So trading foul shots back and forth. They miss it, and big rebound there, but they toss it away. Urbana gets the ball back, 35 seconds left. Cross underneath. Feeds it over to Lizzie, and she doesn't connect. Another whistle there, and I think that one's going to go against Barber and the Tigers. It does, so another 1-and-1 situation here with 25 seconds left. A timeout called. So full timeout here. Started to get exciting there towards the end of the game, just as the 7th grade game did earlier tonight. Unfortunately, too many fouls committed here down the stretch, especially if you're the Urbana Tigers. They haven't been able to capitalize them at the line, so hasn't really been turning into too many points here. They find themselves trailing by 4 and a 1-and-1 situation here at the line. So the Tigers really hoping for a miss here and then need to move on the offensive side of things if they still want to try to escape here with the W. They are down by 4, 20-16, and Washington is at the line for Edison. And she gets the friendly roll in there. Washington's got 6 of the Comets' 21 points, and they are up by 5. And she is short on that one, and Hannah Cross going to inbound this one for the Tigers. They're going to have to move. They get it to Reed, and we know that Zion can move. She kicks it underneath, get a takeaway there from Edison, and that will probably seal things up here. It's going to be Urbana basketball. So 13 seconds left, but the Tigers down by 5. It's 21-16. They get it ahead to Harrison. Harrison over to Reed. Reed, pull up, three-pointer, no good. 4 seconds left. Daughtry's going to dribble this one out. She decides to throw it up, and that will do it. So Edison gets the W in the 8th grade game, 21-16. Good effort there from the Tigers. Not able to capitalize at the foul line down the stretch, and both teams off to a slow start, but they made it exciting in the second half, and we hope both teams had some fun. Edison wins the 8th grade basketball game tonight. Final score of 21-16. For everyone here at Urbana Middle School, we appreciate you tuning in, and we are very happy that we can provide this service to you. Of course, limited capacity here at Urbana Middle School due to COVID-19 protocols, and we're happy to provide this stream and also airing later on Urbana Public Television. We'll be back with you on April 27th, a makeup game from April 7th. It's the Tigers hosting the St. Matt's Raiders, and that's coming up on Tuesday the 27th. 7th grade getting started at 4:30. Thanks so much for tuning in on the Tigers Media Network.